Hello once again from the ET Urban Mobility stand at the Tomorrow.Mobility conference. Today and now we're going to talk about innovation in cities, the success of the RAPTOR program. Yes, you heard well, RAPTOR. What is RAPTOR about? This is what we're going to talk about today with Yann, project officer for the project at ET Urban Mobility. Yann, hello.
Hello, Jové.
Jordi, Jové, Palau, the Senior Sustainable Mobility Technician at the Metropolitan area of Barcelona. Jordi, hello.
Hello.
And Asa Bjering, Innovation Program Manager for Climate and Green Transition at City of Helsingborg. Asa, hello.
Yes, hello.
So let's start from the first point about RAPTOR. Yann, we launched RAPTOR a couple of years ago, and it was something that was really promising from the beginning, but after 2 years, we have already some results, tangible results over there. Can you explain us more about this project?
Yes, exactly, Isabel. So, yeah, the first 4 pilots started early 2022. Since then, we already have more than 31 pilots, work with 31 startups across 24 cities all over Europe and 17 countries. So, first of all, people might think, okay, what is RAPTOR? What does it mean? So, RAPTOR means Rapid Application for Transport. And cities present urban mobility challenges, most pressing urban mobility challenges that they have, and startups then propose the most innovative solutions they have all over Europe to tackle these challenges. So for example, for cities, it's an amazing tool because they get access to innovations that they wouldn't have if they would just look in their own region or countries. So we open the floor to innovations from all over Europe, and that's fantastic. Also because cities, by joining the program this year, we have 12 cities like the Metropolitan area of Barcelona or Helsingborg. We're actually joining it and learning, so there is learning from one city to the other. We would think that cities, big cities, would teach a lot of things to smaller cities, but we also see the other way around, and that's very interesting. We see cities like Ajka in Hungary or Mechelen in Belgium giving best practices to cities that are much bigger, like Istanbul or Munich in Germany, and that's very nice. And the other thing that's very good about the program is the quick impact. So startups and SMEs have 5 months to develop the state-of-the-art innovation to tackle these challenges. For cities, it's amazing because they can show results quickly and address these challenges. And also it links with the net zero commitments that all of the cities have. And for startups that sometimes have less time, they can develop their innovations and test them quickly with a rapid demonstration in situ in the cities.
Okay, and we have precisely here 2 examples of the benefits of this project, RAPTOR, one of them in Barcelona and the other one in Helsingborg. Let's start from Barcelona one. The AMB, the Metropolitan area of Barcelona, submitted a challenge to RAPTOR, and the challenge was, how might we leverage data collected in loading, unloading zones to improve city logistics policies in the metropolitan area? The startup KenTU was the selected one to provide the solution based on its holistic data platform, AI-powered data, analytics tool, and a visualization and decision-making tool. Jordi, tell us, what happened between this challenge, this startup, and what's the result, if it's already a result, or what's the advance?
Yeah, we had a challenge because we implemented the application for transport professionals to check in and check out on loading and unloading parking zones. And at the same time that we saw that there was a right success on use, we realized that we have a lot of data provided by the use of the application. Mm-hmm. We started working on reports for our municipalities because we work for the municipalities of the metropolitan area of Barcelona, but we needed to get more information about all this database, and we presented the challenge to RAPTOR. And finally, we find KenTU. They proposed it as a solution that was very interesting. We started with them a couple of months ago. We have been working with them, and they have understood in an excellent way what we were looking for. They are presenting us a good solution. We are actually still working on that, but by now they have presented, they have understood the database well, they have understood the challenge and what we are looking for, and they also have already presented us some kind of new KPIs and indicators that we didn't have realized until now. So it's going quite well. And we are expecting to have the results on the following month in a complete way.
Okay, that's very nice to hear that it's going so well. I'm looking forward to seeing the results already, to see how this collaboration city startup has moved forward. And let's see now in city of Helsingborg with Asa, how has this been? Let's see the challenge. The challenge was, how can the city of Helsingborg establish a bicycle culture? And the startup Nudge AB was then selected to develop a school-focused version of the smart nudges platform, using behavioral science and nudging techniques to encourage active mobility. Asa, can you tell us more about this challenge and how has it gone?
Well, the journey has just started, I was almost saying. We have only 1 month left, so the results are not yet there. But it actually started almost a year ago when we got the request if we could join the RAPTOR program. And we were thinking, okay, if we have all the startups of Europe, what can we ask them? And we have a little bit pushed ourselves, going on more of a cultural issue in this sense. And it means that people working on behavioral change in Helsingborg have maybe not yet met the tech startups. So it's been a journey for us also to understand what kind of value can the tech startup community bring to Helsingborg and our different challenges. And of course, in this sense, we chose a startup that has a nudging platform that they have tried in different, so the new thing for them is to actually come into a municipality and not only work with the staff, but actually see, okay, how can we open the path to the schools? And now, if you are in a municipality, you know that it's super hard to come out to the schools and get that. So we were very careful on setting the goals and the limits and ambitions on how far could we reach. Now, Helsingborg is not a big city, and that gives them the kind of flexibility when they move into us. So we said we try to reach out to all the schools. So all the elementary schools to get this kind of nudging platform and work with it from the classroom and together with the parents. And we are super happy for the response that we have received. So half of the principals raised their hands and said, we are ready to try this. For us, that was a huge success. And I think it was for the startup as well. And right now, we have sent up the request to actually download the app and start using it as a caretaker or as a parent. And we have more than 2,500 parents that have downloaded the app, and we were expecting 500. So at the moment, we are a bit overwhelmed, but we don't know results yet. So that will be super exciting coming in a month.
Thanks a lot, Asa. And let's now go for a question for the three of you very shortly. Why would you recommend to any startup or any city watching us to join RAPTOR?
I start? Okay,
Let's
so
go.
first of all, I think let's talk about cities. For cities, it's an amazing program to get access to out-of-the-box thinkers and also get innovations to challenges that they would have never thought about. And I think the program is amazing for this. Also, most of the cities, there is 112 cities that have the commitment to reach net zero emissions by 2030. Barcelona, Helsingborg are two of them, for example. And the RAPTOR program is the perfect program to drive quick and impactful implementation of solutions to tackle and reduce CO2 emissions in cities. Then for startups, so the RAPTOR program is also good for startups because we're also supporting them. We have mentoring services for agile methodology. We support them to develop their value proposal, also get access to knowledge about intellectual property, and that's very interesting. And I also have a great news, Jezabel, because we work with cities, but we're also launching the business RAPTOR version of the program. So if there is any company which is committed but also want to act to drive change in the cities they're working with and with their businesses, we're more than welcome to have a chat together and they can reach out to us.
Okay, so you heard it. City, startups, and now also business. So if you have a business, you also need to reach out to Yann to learn more about this. Jordi, tell us, why would you recommend Raptor?
I will talk from the point of view of the public administration or cities. I absolutely recommend Raptor to the cities because it's a very quick way to find a solution for a challenge, idea, or problem that you have on your city. And we are used to work in a very slow way in the public administration. And Raptor gives you the opportunity to drum up something very fast, and in a very short time you have the results, and it's a very interesting solution for cities.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jordi. And Asa, tell us, why would you recommend anyone to join RAPTOR program?
I think one of the really cool things is to kind of explore and allow yourself to be on the European market in that sense. And the Raptor enables your challenge to come out all over Europe. So that means that you are maybe reaching to actors that you wouldn't have reached before as a city. And there's a learning as well, ongoing there between different cultures when you sit down and talk and realizing that, okay, these kind of putting yourself out there in that sense. And I think it's the same thing for the startups. I usually say when I speak to startups, you should start seeing that the market is way beyond where you are actually based and placed. And this is a beautiful program that supports you in daring to take that step.
Thanks a lot, Asa. So, well, this leads us to the end of the session. Yann, Jordi, Asa, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And to you, remember, business, startups, and cities, have a date with EUT Urban Mobility and the Raptor project. See you later.